Today's video should be very interesting because I am going to be talking about, quite literally, different generations of technology, ranging from the Switch to the 3DS, all the way back to the original iPhone. But wait! That's not it. What do you say we pick one more piece of technology? Let's make it the 5th generation iPod, which just happens to be my favorite iPod of all time. Okay, so what the hell is going on here? Why am I talking about such different forms of technology? iPod, iPhone, Nintendo Switch, Nintendo 3DS. What is going on here? Well, I'll tell you what. It's all about today's question over at davidfranco.com/ask, and it comes from nintendoswitchtoday.com, so check them out. They say, what do you think Nintendo's future looks like, especially with the 3DS? Well, I'm really glad you asked that question because I have a lot to say. It's a very exciting thing to think about because I enjoy predicting the future, which is why I brought devices like this into the mix. Again, the 5th generation iPod, 1st generation iPhone, all the way up to things like the Switch and the 3DS. Okay, so what do all of these devices have in common? Besides being awesome, I mean, each and every one of these devices has quite literally changed the markets forever. The iPod, come on, no one in their right mind can argue that the iPod was a huge success. And the same goes for the iPhone. It has forever changed the smartphone market. Quite literally, forever. And then along came the 3DS. While I won't call this as revolutionary as things like the iPod and the iPhone, it was still radically different than what we were used to prior to the days of the Nintendo DS. And then along came the Switch, which is what I believe could have been the Wii U to begin with, but hey, at least it's happened, and it looks like Nintendo is learning their lesson. So, nintendoswitchtoday.com, you ask, what is the future like for the 3DS? Well, I bring out the iPod for a reason, and the iPhone. These two were very similar back in 2007 when the iPhone was released. But over the years, the iPhone has started to take over the iPod. Has it not? I mean, the iPod is still there. There is still a market for MP3 players. The market share of the iPod is nothing when compared to the iPhone. But do you see the irony here? Apple's flagship product, their newer flagship product, is quite literally killing their old flagship product. And I find that to be fascinating. And I think it's going to be the same exact thing with the Nintendo Switch slowly killing off the Nintendo 3DS. Allow me to explain. Question for you guys, and comment right below. I'll give you a few seconds. When you think of the Switch and playing the Switch, what instantly comes to mind? So come on, comment. I'll give you a few seconds. And I'll awkwardly stare at the camera. This better be a good comment. All done? Okay. What do you think of when it comes to the Switch? For me, convenience. Now, first of all, this is primarily a home console in my eyes. The ease of use of just putting in the dock and using the Pro Controller is huge in my eyes. That's kind of like what I enjoyed with the Wii U, although in my opinion that was a lot more fragmented because you had the second screen, which in concept was really neat. Don't get me wrong, like the concept was really cool, especially for certain games that took advantage of that second screen very well. But speaking realistically, were most games on the Wii U not just a mirrored image of the gamepad to the TV, to the TV, to the gamepad? Yes, of course they were. So unfortunately, many third-party developers never really took advantage of the Wii U. So, I'm really glad to see that Nintendo has seemed to figure out what gamers want. They want a simple experience. Now, honestly, the Switch isn't what I originally wanted. I just wanted a traditional console, a traditional controller, nice graphics, nice audio, whatever. Just a quality all-around experience, no gimmicks. Yeah, I mean, some innovation here and there could have been nice, but I just wanted a simple home console. Nintendo didn't do that. They did something better, something that exceeded my expectations. They created a console portable hybrid. And I think that's a big deal. So that's why I asked you guys, what do you think of when I say playing the Switch? You either said playing it at home or playing it on the go. And that's what's so great. And that is my primary reason why I believe eventually the 3DS will be a thing of the past. It's only a matter of time. I mean, what is stopping Nintendo from heavily marketing the Switch as a portable console? Nothing. I mean, they're doing it already. So slowly but surely, this is going to kill this. Especially with the horsepower this thing holds. I mean, it's not as powerful as the Xbox One or PS4, but honestly, it doesn't need to be. For a game that looks as beautiful as Breath of the Wild and Fast RMX, and I'm sure many, many other games to come in just the next few months. Okay, so maybe graphics aren't everything, and trust me, graphics are not everything. But I'm not going to lie, better graphics allow me, the gamer, to have a more enjoyable experience because I care about visuals. Now, if a game is ugly like Minecraft, that's not going to stop me from playing the game because I love that style. I love that whole 8-bit thing going on. Because let's face it, that's kind of a trend. It's been coming back in recent years. But when I play a game like Pokemon Sun on here, there's something about it. I just can't get into it like I get into games like Breath of the Wild on the Switch because it's a graphically beautiful presentation. And well, if I can take that home style presentation on the go, then I think Nintendo might have a winner on their hands. Okay, but hold on. I gotta make something perfectly clear. The 3DS is a huge seller. Like, this thing just sells like crazy. I believe the new 3DS XL is still somewhat hard to find. Now, granted, I'm seeing it available more often at my local Target, but around the holidays, the new 3DS XL was extremely hard to find. Whether it was production issues or just general demand, it's hard to say, but you cannot ignore this fact. People love the 3DS. Even for someone like myself, who's not a huge portable gamer, I still appreciate the hell out of this 3DS. Look at it. It's a beautiful design. The games are fun. Okay, sure, I don't enjoy 3DS games as much as I enjoy games on the Switch, but if I can play games like Animal Crossing on the go, then, well, you've got me sold. Now, imagine Animal Crossing on the Switch with actual console quality graphics and also on the go at the same time. I think that's huge. But not only that, we cannot forget about the Virtual Console. Imagine taking a GameCube game on the Switch. Would that not be cool as hell? Now, unfortunately, we cannot do that on the 3DS unless Nintendo creates ports of GameCube games on the 3DS. But who wants that? You want actual GameCube quality presentations, right? Do you not? I know I do. And there's no reason why Nintendo cannot do that on something like the Switch. And the same goes for 64 games, NES games, Super Nintendo games, and the list goes on. Except for 3DS. Do not expect 3DS games on the Switch because, well, you need 2 screens for most games. So that's just not realistic. Okay, I feel like I'm rambling here, and I was afraid of doing that. So let me just wrap up the video by saying this. The Switch, I think, has a very bright future ahead of itself. Imagine a smaller version of the Switch that can actually fit in your pocket. Imagine a larger version of the Switch for those players who prefer a larger screen without having to dock it to your TV. The potential of the Switch could be huge. This could quite literally be the 3DS all over again. And well, let's face the honest truth here, guys. If the 3DS eventually does go away, Nintendo could put all of their time and attention into giving us players the best Switch experience possible. And I think that could be cool. That could put all their focus and attention on AAA titles for one platform alone. No longer would you have to choose between a watered-down, quote-unquote, console or a full-on quality presentation style console. I mean, which would you prefer? This or this? I'm always going to go with this. I think it's pretty safe to say that I'm extremely excited to see what Nintendo does with the Switch. The best part about this is it's a brand new console, brand new concept, filled with brand new opportunities. So this is only the beginning. Who knows where the Switch will be 2 years from now? I mean, I can guarantee you one thing. It will still be around, and perhaps the 3DS will not. I mean, if you think about it, releasing a new 3DS at this point, besides different iterations in terms of like styles and skins, it's kind of pointless. I mean, this is Nintendo's winner, so I truly hope they put a lot more attention into this rather than this. But with that said, it's important to not forget the 3DS is not going anywhere anytime soon. It's much like the iPod and iPhone. The iPhone is slowly killing off the iPod, and the Switch will slowly kill off the 3DS. There's enough room for both in the market right now, but well, not forever. Just like anything in this world, this will disappear over time, and this will take over. So guys, what do you think about the future of the 3DS? And of course, be honest with me. Do you think the Switch experience even compares to the 3DS? Do you think it's worse? Do you think it's better? I mean, I don't have to give my opinion again, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I think this is better. Docking it to my TV, seamless experience. And then of course, taking it out of the dock and taking it on the go, another seamless experience. So I'm confident in saying that the Nintendo Switch will be a winner. Mark my words. Come back to this video 3 years from now, 4 years from now, maybe even 5 or 6 years from now, and prove me wrong. I invite you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And finally, don't forget to check out NintendoSwitchToday.com because, well, they made today's video possible. So, if you guys want any plugs on your websites, your Twitter, Facebook, your YouTube, whatever, ask a question using that link right below, davidfranco.com/ask. It is always there for your convenience. Guys, thank you so much, and I appreciate your support. I'll see you next time. Peace.